Hello, ladies, gents, and professional fart sniffers. Oh, I did end up getting a cold. I did. So I did the natural thing, the only reasonable, important thing that you should do. Wow. Important thing that you should do as soon as you know that you have a cold. You go straight to wherever you work and or study and start licking every surface. Sneeze straight into your hands and touch every possible transmittable surface that anybody else may be touching. You get on your hands and knees and you lick the underside of sinks, just for the extra nutrition, nothing to do with the cold right there, just so you feel a little bit better. This is just terrible. This is just, well, this is not working out. Okay, I'm just getting back. Oh, wow, that's great. But, you know, too little too late. You cough, lick, and sneeze on every surface. Then, as a nice final personal touch, went into the manager's office, kiss him straight in the mouth. He was kind of perplexed, but not unwelcome. I got a little bit of a homoerotic vibe from him. It was a little weird. I did not realize that this was a thing between us, and now it's going to become an issue. All I wanted was to just spread the mild misery of the common cold. And here I am with homoerotic romance on my lap. That is just outrage, I say. Truly a terrible pickle that I put myself in. What am I gonna tell my wife now, huh? When I stay at work a little bit late. I can't possibly let her find out about this extremely homosexual affair. I deserve that death. I deserve that death. She sometimes will watch these videos, so I need to be a little bit more careful about whatever comes out of my mouth. I can't possibly be divulging all these atrocious secrets and terrible things that I get up to, all these dark urges and bad thoughts that cross my mind. I need to continue having her have the illusion that I am a perfect human being with no flaws whatsoever. I know that she worships the ground that my feet touch. It's just a matter of me being her husband, owner, and proprietor. So, you know, I gotta watch myself, watch that image of mine, make sure that she never gets the idea that she can possibly be any kind of superiority. Whoop. Okay, now that I have successfully thrown myself into the deepest pit conceivable, this atrocious way of pronouncing words. There you go. There was a comment saying, you know, if you want to do sub-3, you need to average, I think the number was 8 seconds per level. I'm like, are my goals that lofty? Well, this is unfortunate, isn't it? If I had dropped right away, I would have made it, but not quite. Man, with the cold, I'm going to blame it completely. I've become terribly rusty. I haven't touched Spelunky in almost a full week now. So, man, this is the worst start. Let me just restart. Terribly rusty, and I'm going to blame the lingering mind fog. Could have sworn that was a possible move that I simply failed to execute there, but that may not be possible. That is just atrocious, man. Let me just commit instant suicide and maybe hope for a better start. Oh yeah, this is more like it, baby. Perfection. Not quite. The very last trip was pretty ass. I'll take it. I guess I'll just take it. Man, I started the video with that nonsense, but it's actually the opposite. I have a big pet peeve with people who show up to work while actively sick. I get it when you're recovering and you're just, coughing your snot out. I allow that. You may do that. But when you're like full on miserable sick and you go to work anyway, you better be starving with 7 baby mamas and 3 rounds of alimony for you to justify be showing up at work, passing on your filthy disease. I am disgusted by the damn people that come in to my workplace and just shove all their germs into my freaking face. That mask does nothing, okay? It is an airborne disease. The best that you can hope for is that your sputum will be intercepted. So it does do a little bit. It does do a little bit. Your particulates are not going to reach my freaking orifices. But the airborne virus is still going to get into my freaking anus and going to be contaminated. All that being said, it was actually quite mild. Perhaps I could even say the absolute mildest cold I've had in a long time. Just a bunch of mind fog, mild kind of thing. Sinus congestion, sore throat. But still, I did the responsible thing. And I stayed home for a couple of days when I was terribly contagious. Because you see, and it irritates the shit out of me when workplaces don't have a policy of do not come here sick. Because these 8 hours that you're giving the company are going to cost us 32 hours when you spread it to 5 people. You know what I'm saying? So it's infuriating that there's this culture of, don't miss work no matter what. It's like you are actually, I guess, you could reason that if everybody has that philosophy, then the company doesn't lose any work hours because everybody's showing up to work sick. But no, I cannot afford to go for this dog. What are you doing? But long time ago, man, I decided I'm too old for this shit. I'm going to stay home as soon as I have a freaking sniffle. I hope that you recognize my incredible foresight of jumping on that scorpion, 100% planned. As if I have a freaking sniffle, if I am moderately uncomfortable, I'm gonna stay home. I will not work and suffer through sickness. Work while healthy is already miserable enough. I don't need to subject myself to that level of suffering. It is a form of privilege, of course, for I don't particularly need the money in a day-to-day basis. In a general sense, I need the money. Obviously, that's why everybody's got a job, right? Unless you're black. But anyway, unless you're on welfare, which these days sometimes it feels like it's the same thing. I'm not going to even qualify. We're just going to move on. And I'll just allow you to think I'm a terrible racist. Oh, son of a bitch. I kind of lost my train of thought with my absolute casual put down based on profiling. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, unless you are on welfare, you got yourself a job. That's what we all did because we needed the money. What is the percentage of, I'm just working because I love it? What is the percentage of that? 2? Yep. Yeah, that was probably a terrible idea. I may have chosen the absolute worst path possible. Still working on it though. It's all good. It's all good. I completely lost my train of thought. I was arriving at somewhere. Basically, don't work if you can help it. Don't work sick unless you absolutely are in dire need of funds, like a paycheck to paycheck kind of thing. Stay home. Don't pass on your filthy germs. I do my civic, I feel it's a civic duty. It's a thoughtful thing to do for your fellow man. And with the added benefit that you're going to also, you know, not be subjected to having to work. Was that worth going for that compass? Probably, right? It was worth the 2 seconds. Didn't realize that I have sticky bombs. Worth the 2 seconds to get there. These levels that are designed dastardly, like very evil. What is this arrow trap? Have I ever seen an arrow trap that funky? I don't know. I don't know. Pretty weird facing of that arrow trap. Very strange. I don't know if you can tell. I'm still kind of, I'm not 100% commentary and gameplay wise. This is I am at the end of the little bit of a backlog that I built. Gonna have to stretch videos a little bit. Not gonna be able to do an everyday kind of deal while I fully recover and I, you know, find the time to get these videos out there. I'm just gonna keep dropping down here. Very much into, like, it's weird. It's so strange. This is renaissance in interest that I have felt in the classics, the absolute rogue-like staples, the foundation of the genre. Wow. I've been truly back into Spelunky HD and the Binding of Isaac. Terrible choice. I guess we're going down here. Yeah, that's a decent spot to carry on my adventure. I think I'm going now. Yeah, that's not good. This is awful. Just get me killed, baby. Absolutely atrocious. The last level there, that piranha level, was an absolute curse. I just got too fancy for my britches. I should have simply not used the bombs. Simply kept running forward. You could argue I should be throwing this first level into the trash because it already was pretty slow. Machete, huh? You guys got nothing, man. You got nothing going on. Absolutely atrocious. Ah. Anyway. It's all that's been running through my mind. This dang old sickness. That wasn't the... Oh, I guess I should check. What are you doing? It was already too late. If I had not diverted from the path, I probably could have just teleported my way to victory there. The more that I see it, and after that comment pointing out that, hey, you gotta have a pretty insane pace to be able to make that sub-3 minute speedrun. It's not trivial what you have set yourself out to do. That much was not said. It was implied. It was implied like, this may be more. You may have wrapped your mandibles around more raw sewage than you can possibly swallow. Ow. Is it something that I can possibly accomplish? And the more that I throw myself at it, the more I'm like, I'm gonna have to learn 2 things. to effectively use a teleporter in a winning run and to kill all mech quickly. But I'm going to stick to my stubborn guns and say I'm not going to learn proper all meching until I lose a speedrun because of it. I might be able to get away with slow all mech. Woo! I feel like that's 100% delusional. But that's just the policy I want to have going forward, alright? You can't change the stubborn nonsense going through my mind. I'm just going to do it. I hate everything of the things that I just put myself through. That was extremely stupid. I feel really dumb. Woo. And still was a fairly decent level because of the pickaxe at the end. Not just Spelunky though, the Binding of Isaac has been, well, has been a real treat to get back into. This is not the exit. None of these are the exit. I picked the wrong path altogether. It was this way all along. These 15-second levels were good in the past, but now they're just not good enough. No, this is entirely the wrong path. Just trying to be too fancy with this MOTH. Could have maybe bought that compass. Go in there real quick. I'm waking it up. Oh, come on. It's difficult, okay? Back to the exit, that's all that matters. If I weren't running into these really stupid slowdowns, this would be a lot easier. Ah, I thought that I saw it fast enough. In fact, I feel like that hitbox was a little too generous there. It was a little too easy to get damaged by that frickin' hitbox. I was nowhere near. I demand a frame-by-frame replay of whatever the hell happened there. Because I claim full-on bullshit. My hitbox, my face, my forehead, my eyeballs, none of them were even close. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Would that have worked in Spelunky 2? I don't think so. I just did not have the velocity to be going down that path fast enough to hit that arrow trap. With the Binding of Isaac, the thing with the Binding of Isaac, I was kind of concerned about, man, I ain't dodging. Did I completely lose it? I have become too much of a boomer with disintegrating bones to be able to dodge a freaking Binding of Isaac bullet. Nah, it was just unfamiliarity. I'm not going to say that, oh, I'm going to be the greatest dodger of all time, but especially when I'm not doing commentary, playing the game, concentrating on it, I've been doing pretty good. I've been doing pretty good, pulling off some pretty good damn dodges and feeling like I am basically up to my previous skill, which was nowhere near like elite, but it was adequate to, you know, consistently do fairly good jobs at the Binding of the Isaac. Oh, for sure. That path. Perfect, but no such thing. For me to get those wins. I've been doing challenges, baby raging sometimes at the challenges. Man, did I absolutely despise. What is this level? The speed challenge was just awful, man. It was one of the worst requirements. I think I already ranted about that. The other challenges, some of them have been annoying, especially because they require you to go so far in the game. Gotta look down. You gotta look down. It's unfortunate. Oh, I was hoping to time that with a frog. Did not do it proper. We're gonna get whittled down to death horrendously here. These jungle levels are not working out. Look down! Look down so you can properly see the place where your brain pan is going to splatter into a big fat spray of gore. Something I really need to train myself is not to pick up the money. Those fractions of seconds will eventually add up to damn decent. I didn't want to grab that. Thank you for punishing me, Mr. Shopkeeper. Punish me for grabbing those disgusting dumbass gloves that I was actually always fond of. But they truly are run killers in when you're speedrunning. They're a deal breaker for you to be able to do well. At least at my level of skill, which is middling at best. Gonna have to do this. Maybe we can grab some extra ropes. There you are. Was that worth? I would say so. Probably 10 seconds is a good pace. Man, this is just awful. I think I could have jumped and whipped that arrow, but it was a bit of a challenge. Nice. 10 seconds is very acceptable. I mean, it's 4 times 4 is 16, right? That is 3 minutes. A little under 3 minutes. So then that leaves you 20 seconds to kill Olmec. Can I kill Olmec in 20 seconds? Not the way I always do it. So maybe if I get some... Man, this is awful. Maybe if I get some, you know, so that way I feel energized. Truly fulfilled with my vim having been squirted. If I get some, I'll be able to get that speedrun done. But if I get some sticky bombs, much more likely that I'll be able to do it, because there will be a nice shaft to partake, to take advantage of. Blah! Man, I haven't gone out of the freaking jungle today. It's quite pathetic. Some fairly good, promising runs that keep getting whittled down. The chip damage is a little too much, and that's the thing. That's the problem. This comment got into my head really, saying you need to go faster. So I can't even afford to spend 2 seconds grabbing a damsel, shoving it through the exit. My goodness, what a curse of a mines level. This is absolutely restart territory. Not even a shop to browse, possibly commit grand crimes against. Pathetic. Really could use that compass, that would be great. And I got a little distracted by the shop. Did not even see that crate in front of me until I had fully left it behind. Okay, surely it's good enough to grab this dog that is literally in the path, right? I'm gonna do it like this. Come on. Whoop. That's about as good as it gets when it comes to rescuing damsel. And this is a rough one. Is it me? Or boomerangs are way faster in Spelunky 2 than in Spelunky 1. Cursed, first jungle level. I hope you can recognize my incredible skill. I'm not engaging with that. In fact, navigating it without taking a single point of damage, I feel like that was pretty good. Gotta do it. Oops. Oh! You scum! Somehow saved by the armor. Deserved to die there. Deserved to die pretty hardcore. Let's go to the exit. Is it worth to keep this shotgun? Let's say no. Say no to firearms Just stir them all in. I'm embracing gun control. Just giving them all up so the delinquents can have them all. Delinquents being the shopkeepers. That's the path. Oh man, that deserved a point of damage for sure. Opla! It was a great jump. The frog made it a little bit harder, but it was such a beautifully timed jump. So is this even worth it? Is this worth doing what I'm doing right now? Probably not, right? Oh, it was so good. I had it. That was just pure greed. If I had simply bypassed, I would have gotten a pretty great level anyway, especially considering the arrow was pointing at the area where you can bypass the ship. But that's the thing, these dang old comments get in my head, because there was another comment saying, how come you never pick up the jetpack? I'm like, gotta go fast. But I was like, maybe I can grab that jetpack. The thing is, once you are in the ice caves, that jetpack is not gonna be, like, obviously a jetpack's always good, but is it going to save you the kind of time that you're going to be spending grabbing it? The answer seems to be pretty clear to me. The answer is no. Unless you would otherwise get an absolutely awful temple level. Of course, in the ice caves, it's also fantastic to have, but my goodness, dude, it's just awful. Oh, come on. If I dropped Jack down the hole, it would have all been fine. Spike me. Shove that giant spike right up my anus. And I hit the wrong button. Let's go back to the very beginning. Not the greatest. Oh, hey, no animation of the world says shifting. That doesn't happen when you restart. How come I never observed this truth? 10 seconds, huh? I thought for sure that I will grab the second ledge. And it'll work out in my favor, though. Just this nonsense. Wonderful stuff. Great stuff. I've been bitten by this bug so hard. I'm actually practicing off camera, just going on speedruns, just going through the motions. Just booting up Spelunky to play for like 10 minutes. That's how hard is gripping my manhood. This entire drive to maybe do a little bit better. Maybe, because, you know, when you're doing commentary, you can't really try hard. Even though my commentary is barely requiring 10% of my brain power. As in, you know, even though I misphrased that completely, that actually sounded like I was bragging. What I meant to say is that even though it takes so much brain power that smoke is coming out of my ears, it's still barely enough power to rival that of a potato. Let me just go forward and not address that in any way that makes any sense, because it's just completely butchered. How come these damn watery levels, I always pick the wrong path altogether? I hate, you know, something I absolutely hate? The water surface. In both Spelunky 1 and 2, the water surface and dealing with the water surface, like, I understand if I were a real person trying to jump off the surface of the sea, sure, I would have a bad time. The video game doesn't need to be that level of realistic for me to have such trouble jumping off the damn water surface. I'm going to blame the engine and not my... Oh! It's okay, it's okay. The frog will save me. It did not save me at all. It actually just ended up murdering me. I was hoping for the frog to be the food. And then I get to... Oh! Just an uncovered powder keg, huh? Just chilling. Been chilling. Ni hao, been chilling. That's all that powder keg was doing. All that the powder was doing. That's the thing that I said. Had to check the shop. I had to. So with a 12-second level, I need to find another level that is 8 seconds. It's not that hard of something to ask for, but it ain't easy either. Certainly not with this absolute terrible trash of level generation. Grounds for a restart. But I would like to get myself a freaking baseline, you know. I'd like to see, okay, I made it to the end. That was fairly decent pace. I could maybe average 12, 14 seconds per level. Turns out I'm nowhere near what it needs to be. It's like I need to now adjust to how fast I need to be going. Stuff that what I just did, is that something I can possibly afford? Probably the answer to that question is a rotund no. But I would like to get myself a baseline on that whole question. Have a run where every level is about 14 seconds and see how far behind I am. You know what I'm saying? So I just thrown the bomb. This way. Pah! It was unnecessary, but it would have been a hell of a hero entrance if that had... That's not good. That's not the path. I don't know, man. I could be convinced. What the? I could be convinced by a YouTube comment saying that, you know what, that shotgun seems to be saving you a lot of money, a lot of time. Maybe you should keep the shotgun. That being said, probably that blue frog would not have been a problem if I didn't have the shotgun in my hand. Oh! Yeah, that was bound to happen no matter what, because I jumped foot first into a horrible beehive. Oh! Here I was so damn excited. I was really excited to find the exit so quickly. Arrow trap absolutely stopped me dead. Oh yeah, down with this baby. 10 seconds. I'll be outright sad if it turns out that I need to restart 1-1 until I get a 10-second level just to make the run viable. That's when it starts getting really tedious and not worth doing. That's another reason why I want that baseline so I can see, oh, wait a minute. This is far beyond anything I could possibly achieve. And that's when the entire endeavor gets dropped. What the? I thought I saw a little platform, but I think it was a bit of a graphical glitch that may only be in my monitor. It's not even something that you could see. The bottom of the screen had a little bit of a graphic thing that threw me off. And that's the story I'm going with. Probably could have stolen that damn soul, gotten myself back up to 2 points of health. Oh, and I even need to call it, but it feels like I've been speedrunning for barely 15 minutes. Having a good time. And it also always feels just wrong to stop before you even... I meant to jump there. But the monkey threw me off, okay? That is what I'm going to claim. Nope. Hit the jump button a little too late. Oh, I thought I could thread the needle there. Is that even possible? Is it possible to do a pixel perfect jump and you thread that needle? What is going on here? Yep. Just outright close the game. Sometimes when I hit the wrong buttons altogether, instead of trying to restart, I hit the close the video game menu option. Oh! I had to reboot the game. It would have been a fine place to end it. Really, there's no fine place to end it anymore. It's all been a cavalcade of humiliation. Just flagellating my ego throughout these 35 minutes for your entertainment. The reduction of my sanity. You can imagine me with a circular icon above my head with 3 spokes through it as my stress level goes up and my sanity goes down. That is not a path. Nope. That is the path that I'm choosing. Oh, really? Of course not. Of course not. So good, so good, so good. Just grab it. Still made it 20 seconds, baby. It is not the greatest, but man, if I can make it work with this teleporter, if I can maybe make it a little bit better. That's the thing, like in the jungle, I can't be teleporting directly like that. It's no good. Because there's so often a plant right below me. Yeah, I deserve that. So often there will be a plant. The more I do this, the more I'm like, I'm gonna need... Oh! I'm gonna need a teleporter.